Welcome back, everyone. Season 5, Episode 6. And as they say, defense wins championships. We haven't won a championship yet, but if you look, we have the best record in the AFC, which gave us that first round bye. We're actually in the second round of the playoffs right now. But if you look at the big difference between us and the rest of the AFC, we gave up almost 100 points less than everyone else. I think we're 25 points short. So we gave up 75 points less. Actually, hold on. Let's sort it here. Okay. So we gave up 57. Is my math right there? Yeah, it looks like we gave up 57 points less than the second best defense in the AFC. And that made a huge difference because, as you can see, we weren't the highest scoring team. We scored quite a bit of points, but not having that ability to not have to score all those points is what put us ahead in most games and gave us our 13-3 record. We went on a great streak to finish the season. Got that first round bye, which officially makes us the farthest that we've been in a postseason. Still have to win our first game in a postseason, but I have a good feeling. Okay? This week, we're going against the Oakland Raiders. We have home field advantage all throughout. So one of our division rivals coming to our house, second round of the playoffs, trying to knock us out, but we're not going to let that happen, right? We're going to go beat those Oakland Raiders, and then we're going to go to the AFC Championship. We're going to win that game. We're going to go to that Super Bowl, win that game as well, right? I like the enthusiasm. At least I'm giving the enthusiasm here. I'm ready to go. I hope you are. So here's the game.
Today, from Oklahoma City, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma City Nighthawks taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr's really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 27-yard line.
That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down.
And throwing his Carr on third down. And that's complete to Lewis. And they get him down takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a different story.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That second down play nets a -4.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And now it's the punter Lyle on as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
2 yards.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. To throw his Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Jacobs, the Raiders.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the
From the gun, it's Carr.
3rd down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And just a yard to go here on second down. This one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on first down. Schwartz. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Third down.
Here's Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Third and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fellow and let him get forward for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Operating from the gun. Schwartz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round. On the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now. And they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again. And sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smarts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
He's tackled
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Shakes off the side, and now he's swallowed up and taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in a long lot of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 29. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Schwartz. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Hands it off out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
To the running back.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Schwartz going for it all. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up.
Kicker on for the point after.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
A dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A 5-yard
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
The tackle made.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr will set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To Jamal Williams.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. And quickly here, and that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He was tackled at the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sorts. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
37-yard line.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Brings up.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Down at the 15.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He was
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
makes the score Nighthawks 20, Raiders 3.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a drive. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They got his man complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will close the gap down to 14.
Raiders 6.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
At their own 26-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a third in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Houston Texans who are not done yet as they defeat the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
And he's unable to grab it.
Brings up.
Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, the spin. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
Second and inches at the 35-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Ball carrier. Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And it's third.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And then we'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
20. Raiders 9.
So his 3rd field goal in the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Schwartz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Not good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Schwartz. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, this is Chubb. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
and they'll run on the inside handoff. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Running back.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
That's a gain of 3.
Back to throw. Schwartz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Nighthawks 23, Raiders 9.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Carr quickly into the hands of Waller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup. And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Stepping up, he's good. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Schwartz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
23-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Carr's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
First down.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. From the gun, Schwartz. And it's complete. And they get it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Schwartz. He'll get this to Ward. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop it.
Sam Hubbard on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Jamal Agnew on the return. His guys take over 1st and 10.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down. Schwartz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Larry Ogunjobi.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up
Operating from the gun. Shorts. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
7 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
His throw is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now, Carr again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
Complete to
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. First down, Las Vegas.
Carr now on first down. The open man here, Renfro. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The Raider ball carrier taken down at the 14-yard line.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Brought down right at.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
To number 19.
From 17 yards out. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Swartz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Ball stays up. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there. 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
32.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
All right, so that was one heck of a game. Played well all throughout. Even though Derek Carr had a higher completion percentage than Tyler Schwartz and similar stats, Tyler seemed to fit the ball into tight windows to be able to pick up the yards when we needed it. Our defense kind of kept them locked down most of the game. Only field goals all the way up until the end when they scored that touchdown there. But great job by the defense containing their offense, keeping them limited on the scoreboard. Great job by our offense continuing to create scoring opportunities. This is the kind of play we need all postseason long if we're going to win that championship. And man, I got to tell you, I got a great feeling. I came into this season thinking, I'm like, hey, this could be the season. And sure enough, we're right there. We're 2 games away from having a Super Bowl championship to our name. So tune in tomorrow to see how we do. I guess we got the Houston Texans in the AFC Championship. So and another home game, so we have a home field advantage. So let's go Nighthawks. Let's win that Super Bowl this year. Thanks for joining me. Check out the video tomorrow.